Boom! Here we are at the Flying Can Ranch from Cedar Creek Lake, Texas. I'm liking this already. Look at this. It actually comes in a box. A box. Is this like the holy grail of air gun collecting or whatever? I'm telling you. You know how I feel about it. What's inside this box? I didn't bring all the paperwork, so I didn't want it to fly off in the wind. There it is, right there in the box. So what's in this box? Well, we are going to set this box in a different place. I don't want it to blow off either. Check this out. Wow. Flip it around. Whack. This is the CZ75 P-07 Duty BB pistol. It's made by ASG. Hope I got that right. I know I got it right. It's not Umarex, ASG. This was a Czech Republic gun that was released probably around the 1975, and they remain in current use probably with their military and their police units. There are several different versions of CZ guns. A long time ago I had one, but I guess somebody wanted more than I did and it disappeared. So we'll talk about this one for a second. This is a 177 steel BB or 4.5 steel BB, however you want to say it. Has a smooth bore barrel. Claim it puts out about 320 feet per second. The overall length is 7.32 inches. The barrel length is 3.29 inches, and the overall weight is 1.81 pounds. This is a blowback version. It will lock shut on the last shot, and single action, double action type situation here. I believe, we're going to find out here in a minute, I believe this is an 18 round magazine. You do have, if you're aiming away on your left side, a little safety. Up is safe, down is fire. It does not have a decocking magazine, and it claims to have fixed sights. So let's look it over a little bit. Down this side, this piece doesn't do anything. Now I meant to mention on the, get out of here, on the, can you believe it's like February, we're supposed to hit like 76 degrees in Texas, but at any rate, this lever here doesn't do anything at all. It does have that texture I talked about there at the front of the trigger guard. Well, look at these grips. It's kind of a weird, kind of a sticky sort of substance on those grips, and it's also up on this piece right here. And then you've got some stippling on the back, stippling around the front. Again, it's a blowback version. Box open after last shot. Your release lever is right next to the safety. Oh, I love that sound. Now, if you look here, this actually has rifling on the end of the barrel like the real deal. So again, this is a very realistic version of that particular gun. We'll look at it here and stand back. I really like this a lot. The replica, you know, so much looking like the real thing. And I have shot this model in the real thing. Not quite the same weight, but it is what it is. This is a good training or teaching somebody gun safety. So know that. So we need to be responsible out there. Flip it back around. Also on this side is your left side is your magazine release button. So everything is pretty much on the left of the gun, and there it is. It's all metal. Now, before we get to that, in order a little CO2 in this, we're going to flip this over. And all you have to do is kind of push down. There's a little button right here at the top of that grip. You flip it out like so, and it removes. This does not have the loading tool in it. That reminds me, I'll have to find one. I had one out here, but oh, it doesn't need one. It doesn't need one. Yes. So that being said, you'll come up. You're going to drop in your CO2. And then this is a very solid, not a flip around or up and down, very solid piece. You're just going to crank it in clockwise to get your CO2 in. And then, of course, you're going to take your magazine piece and make sure your little button's facing toward the bottom. Slide that in like so. And then you pop it right back in. And you're good to go. Now, let's talk about the magazine itself, because I was a little wondering how many it really held. Now this will come down on this side and then push forward. Other ones I've had went back or right or left, whatever. We'll throw out some black diamonds here. We'll see what it does. I wanted to say it was an 18 round, but I'll tell you very, very quickly. If I can get my hand in the right position. So there's 1, 2, there's 3, 4. You're just going to hold it upright. Put your thumb back here, they'll fall out the back, and just hold it straight up. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 11, 12, 13, 14. That's going to be 15, 16, 17. There's 18. Let's push it. There's 19. And there is, and it will not take that 20th one. I don't think it'll throw it. Hold my finger down. Well, it held it. So 20 rounds. Has a little, it's going to be hard to see, like a little window you can see through here to, as you're loading your BBs up. You're going to keep this like so. So this piece here is to the back of the gun. Push it up in there, and bingo. You're good to go. Now the CO2 in it is not live. It's just a sample type, but we'll flip that over, push that button, pull that out, counterclockwise, like so. Maybe just a little bit more. Well, be a pig. Some of these can be a little tricky to get out, but I've got it out as far as I can do it. And you take your CO2 out. Simple as that. So, that being said, you're going to put that back in there with this button to the back or the bottom. Put it back into play. Get a good line up with it. Oh, I forgot. You gotta twist this all the way back out again in order for that door to, bingo. There you are. Now you can hold this back and pull on the trigger and drop it very carefully. Now I opted for the one that had this sort of a brush finish on here. It's on both sides. Like the PPQ I just reviewed, not a lot of that crazy white printing on it. You know, made in Taiwan, I can tell you that much. I believe, yeah, right up here on the right side is your serial number. So if you want to keep a record of all these. But all in all, pretty realistic looking. There you go. So again, very comfortable, very easy to hold, very easy to sight. Now on my, and I'll show it to you later on my Smith & Wesson blowback, I bought a Gamo laser system, you know, to put on there, and it worked really, really well. Like really, really well for me anyway. But this fits up in the hand very well. It looks good. It's comfortable, and again, a good training mechanism. But again, be careful where you flash this around at. You know, don't get drunk and be stupid, or whatever you do and act stupid. Because we'll get some, I know I say this over and over again, but I'm telling you, I have known and seen some pretty not thought out cats in my day. So I'm just trying to tell you, be safe. You know, and like I said, this is a good training. If you have the real gun, it's a good thing to teach somebody on, and around and around. We're going to get this posted, and I'm going to get you together a shooting review. I don't think my PVQ is actually loaded yet. We're going to make it happen. Then maybe I'll ride a bike for a little bit. Kind of windy today. It's up to about 20-mile-an-hour wind, so it is what it is. I really shouldn't say that so much, but it's a nice gun. I really like this, whatever it is they put on here. You know, it's not so prevalent up here on the slide. This is an all metal slide with a polymer bottom. You do have the little, kind of like on the 45, the 911, nice little dovetail right there. Fits right into the hand, very comfortable. So we'll put together a shooting review. We'll show you how it works. And that's how we do it at Flying Can Ranch. I will see you in a little bit.